Do kids at your school play hand games? I've taught at schools where some kids play hand games. I've taught at schools where no kids play hand games. And this school that I'm at happens to have kids all over the place of all ages who play hand games. Well, this song, Skip to My Lou, has a great hand game. And it goes, Lou, Lou, skip to my Lou, 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 skip to my Lou, 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 skip to my Lou, skip to my Lou, my darling. But not only does it have a great hand game, it has a great game. So you are playing with a partner, you're do-si-doing, you're promenading, then you're leaving your partner, and in some cases, if you're ready to be a little bit more advanced with your older kids, you can pass to the next partner and continue to play with a new partner each time. And then you play a hand game. Make sure you watch the video where I teach you the game using my music club. Today I'm going to be teaching you melody and the rhythm that you can teach using this fun song. And today is going to be Skip to My Lou. Let's start with rhythm. Lou, Lou, skip to my Lou, skip to my Lou, my dar. I like to use this song to present Titika. It is a great song to present Titika using the first motive of the last verse. Lou, Lou, skip to my Lou. Would you clap it with me? Lou, Lou, skip to my Lou. Lou, Lou, skip to my Lou. Lou, Lou, skip to my Lou. Skip to my Lou, my darling. And after we play the game and I have them clap, then we walk on over to a board. Let's read this part. Lou, Lou, skip to my Lou. Would you read the rhythm with me? Ta, ta, tika, tika, ta. Lou, Lou, skip to my Lou. But wait a minute. How many sounds is a tika, tika? Tika, tika. It's 4 sounds. And what about skip to my? That is only 3 sounds. We need to figure out where do the words go. And I might take these and hand them to people and have them choose which of these notes to put it under. And often you would end up like this. Skip to my Lou, and you would have them actually sing it. Let's try it. Here we go. Lou, Lou, skip to my Lou. That doesn't quite work. So what do we need to change? And someone might move this over here. All right, let's try it that way. Lou, Lou, skip to my Lou. That doesn't sound right. What else can we do? And someone might come up and move it to there. Let's try that. Lou, Lou, skip to my Lou. Skip to my Lou. Skip to my Lou. That sounds right. But what is your voice doing right here? We need to make sure that kids know that there is such a thing called a hold line, which takes whatever they're doing and spreads it out, just like a ta, ta. But here is skip to my Lou. It's a hold line. Skip to my Lou. Would you clap that with me? Skip to my Lou. Is this even or uneven? We've talked about this before. You have to ask the question, are there 3 sounds over 4 sounds? Are they even or uneven? If they were even, it would be skip to my Lou. That would be like a triplet. And this is not even, it is uneven. So in shorts and longs, what is the pattern? Is it short, short, long? Is it long, short, short? Or is it short, long, short? And the students will tell you that it is long, short, short. Long, short, short. That's the pattern. Long, short, short. And right here, you could either stop if it's a preparation lesson, but I like to use this as a presentation lesson. So this is a great time to remind kids that there's such a thing as a tie. And that means these 2 notes are tied together. If they're tied together, then they are the same note. And you can erase this, erase the beam, and it becomes Ti-tika, Ti-tika, ta, ta, ti-tika, ta. Would you read that with us? Ta, ta, ti-tika, ta. Would you sing it? Ready, go. Ta, ta, ti-tika, ta, 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 ti-tika, ta, 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 ti-tika, ta. Ti-tika, ti-ti-ta-ta. If you stop singing there, some kids will actually sing that out. Ti-tika, ti-ti-ta-ta. Who knows? You can always try it. It's a way to add a little bit of rigor to your curriculum. And here is a ti-tika. Look at that. A tea tika. I made this myself using a piece of cardstock that I printed from a Word file with just a bunch of squares. And of course I put a magnet on the back. But I also made some sentences. Let's go ahead and read the sentences together. Ready, go. Ta ta, tea tika ta. Tea tea ta, tea tika ta. Tea tika tea tea ta, rest. Tea 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 tika tea tea ta. Tea tika tea tika tea tea ta. Ta tea tika ta, rest. Tea tika ta, ta. Tea 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 tika ta, rest. Ta ta tea tika ta. I want to show you something else I do with rhythm sentences. With two music stands, you can have everyone on this side of the room reading from the rhythms on this music stand, and everyone on this side of the room reading the rhythms from this music stand. And if you notice, it doesn't have anything on there. I'm going to read these, and Mr. Alsop is going to read these.
Hi.
Maybe I'll put them up here. I'll show you how that works. I'll be group 1. And Mr. Alsop will be group 2.
Sure.
Ready, go. Ta ta, tea tika ta. Ta ta, tea tika ta. Tea tika ta, tea tika ta. Tea tika tea tika tea ta. Tea tika tea tika tea ta. Tea tika tea tika tea ta. Tea tika ta ta. Things like that happen. Let's just try from here again. Ready, go. Ta tika ta tika ta, rest. Tea tika ta tika ta, rest. Tea tika ta, rest. Thank you, Mr. Alsop.
You're welcome.
Of course, in a class, you would have one group doing it, the other group doing it. But two music stands is a really low-tech way of practicing parts. Part reading, rhythm reading in parts. And now, melody.
Lulu, skip to my loom, skip to my loom, my dar.
I like to teach fa to my 5th graders. Skip to my loom, my darling. Did you hear the fa? Skip to my loom, my darling. Have you done those body signs? Skip to my loom. If you do the half step right underneath your ears, it kind of pushes you back down, which is exactly what fa does musically. Skip to my loom, my darling. And have kids try that. Skip to my loom, my darling. Lulu, skip to my loom. Lulu, skip to my loom. Lulu, skip to my loom. Skip to my loom, my darling. And that sets them up that we're on a ray. Let's try that with flies. Flies in the buttermilk shoe, fly shoe. Flies in the buttermilk shoe, fly shoe. Flies in the buttermilk shoe, fly shoe. Skip to my loom, my darling. Let me show you how we would do it on the board. All right, I drew an R for the ray, so you'd have to preset that they know that it starts on skip is on a ray. Skip to, skip to. Does that go up or down a step? Yeah, it goes up a step. You can put it right there, and I'm gonna add an M. Skip to my, to my, to my. Is that a step or a skip? Of course, they're going to say a step, and you put it like this, a full step higher. Skip to my loom, my darling. Skip to my loom, my darling. Make sure it's really clear and go all the way to the do so that they hear that the my doesn't sound quite right. Skip to my loom, my darling. Is there something wrong with it being a step higher? Yeah, you know what? There's something smaller called a half step. I use this for step, this for skip, this for step, and this for half step. So I say from to my, is that a whole step or just a little half step? And they'll go, it's a little half step. So instead of putting it all the way up here, you'll put it halfway in between. Skip to my loo, my loo. And that goes down to the me. My is on a Re, darling. That's also down a step. And then I'll add this right over here. I'll add the do. Skip to my Lou, my darling. You notice that there's no staff notation. I have no solfa written in except for a ladder. This is a great way of a preparation for fa. There has to be a moment where you're only showing them that there is a step and a half step, a whole step and a half step. And I really like this song for this. Skip to my Lou, my darling. It's a great preparation lesson for fa. I sure hope you teach fa. Fa is a great way to get the entire scale. I like to teach it at the beginning of 5th grade, so it at least gets you do, re, mi, fa, so. But you can't just go, the one in between mi and so is a fa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's great for piano teaching, but they have to know that from mi to the fa is only a half step. From the mi to the fa, that's a half step. I have one more bonus thing to show you from this song. Harmony.
Flies in the buttermilk shoe, fly shoe, skip to my Lou, my darling.
In this song, the harmony is really clear. Flies in the buttermilk shoe, fly shoe. That is a 1 chord or a tonic. A tonic, a 1 chord. I don't get to chords very much, but when I do instruments, I love to show that there is a 1 and a 5, a tonic and a dominant. Lou, Lou, skip to my Lou. Lou, Lou, skip to my Lou. Skip to my Lou, my darling. Tonic and dominant. It's super clear in this song. Flies in the buttermilk shoe, fly shoe. Flies in the buttermilk shoe, fly shoe. Flies in the buttermilk shoe, fly shoe. Skip to my Lou, my darling. How many of you teach ukulele? I bet a lot of you do. It is a really great instrument to show chords. Now, I don't happen to have a bunch of ukuleles. I teach guitars. I'll show you that in just a moment. But we have C is our tonic and G7 is our dominant. We can't do it in the key of D anymore. We're going to be doing it in the key of C. And it goes, flies in the buttermilk shoe, fly shoe. Flies in the buttermilk shoe, fly shoe. Flies in the buttermilk shoe, fly shoe. Skip to my Lou, my darling. Super clear tonic and dominant 1, 5, C, G7 to play on an ukulele. Now, I happen to teach guitars. I have 36 of these guitars. It's a Spanish guitar, 3/4 size, and you can still do a C chord and a G7 chord. In fact, it's really easy. For the C chord, you just take your first finger, you put it on the B string on the 1st fret, makes it a C, and you're able to play a C chord. Flies in the buttermilk shoe, fly shoe. Then for an easy G7 chord, you just take your first finger and you drop down to the E string, 1st fret, making it an F, and then that's a G7 chord. Just strum the bottom 3 strings. Flies in the buttermilk shoe, fly shoe. Flies in the buttermilk shoe, fly shoe. Skip to my Lou, my darling. The only hard part, even I played the D string on occasion, you got to make sure that you're passing the D and you're only playing the bottom 3 strings. Skip to my Lou is so much fun. I hope you get to teach this game to your kids this week, and you can teach the melody and rhythm and harmony from the song. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Flies in the buttermilk shoe, fly shoe. Flies in the buttermilk shoe, fly shoe. Flies in the buttermilk shoe, fly shoe. Skip to my Lou, my darling.